All right, so if you're a graduate of the University of South Carolina or a student or someone who teaches there or has a job there or someone who wants to rely on the school for anything, you're getting screwed with your pants on. And I'm not just talking about the dumpster fire athletic department that we addressed in our recent Week in Review section, although things could hardly get worse in that area. But I'm talking about just the overall direction of this school. I'm talking about its stagnant position when it comes to academic rankings. I'm talking about the fact that the only thing this school has ever been number one at is its international business program, which, by the way, my dad, you're welcome, my dad did that. But the school has been a just unmitigated disaster for years. And we heard the last time when the search process that led us to former President Bob Caslen, when that process imploded, we heard that there was going to be change. Lawmakers were fed up. They were going to throw out the board. Well, guess what? In 2020, 8 members came up for re-election, and guess what? All those guys got back in. All those guys got back in, with one exception. They literally only threw out one guy, and this was a guy who apparently got drunk and cussed out a lawmaker's wife and son at a football game. Other than that guy, right, everybody else got back in. So there was absolutely no accountability for the last dumpster fire. Well, let's fast forward to this time. Obviously, we saw how Bob Caslen turned out as president of the University of South Carolina. This news outlet exclusively reported on allegations of plagiarism against the former president. Shortly after that report was published, he resigned, citing those allegations. Again, an absolute disaster. Well, now that the next search for the next president has turned into a similar disaster, once again, the university thought they had someone, couldn't land them. Now they got the athletics director who thought he had a basketball coach, couldn't land them, then couldn't land the second choice or the third choice. Again, it's definitional dysfunction on every level: administrative, athletics, academics. Oh, and by the way, the school is at the same time as failing in all these core areas. The one area where it's succeeding is indoctrinating your kids. I guess we should be grateful, though, that there's a decreasing number of South Carolina kids going to this school because the school wants to charge higher tuition for out-of-state students. So a public university whose sole purpose is to educate people of this state, yeah. But here's the deal. Here's why I'm talking about this today. And as you can tell, I'm a little upset because, again, I've got 2 University of South Carolina degrees, right? They sit on the wall in my office, and as I noted in the Week in Review, every day I look at them, they are worth less and less. But nothing changes. Nothing changes. And this week, once again, just like 2 years ago, we're in another situation where nothing's going to change. And I'll tell you why nothing's going to change, because there are 8 trustee slots up for re-election again this year. Every 2 years, 8 slots come open. And once again, lawmakers are doing nothing. 6 of those 8 spots are incumbent members of this board running unopposed. No one is being put forward to challenge these trustees, some of whom have been there for over a quarter century, who are responsible for all of these terrible decisions, for the stagnant athletics, for the liberal indoctrination, for the academic and athletic goat rodeos. We're just giving them another 4 years. This is a third of this board. We're just giving them another 4 years. Definitional dysfunction, people. I'm going to call on lawmakers again to do something they should have done a long time ago, which is throw these bums out. Throw them out. Are they going to do that? No, they're not going to do it, because we saw last month exactly what they're going to do with judges. Last month, they had a chance to throw out a bunch of bum judges, reappointed all of them. Reappointed all of them. Because in South Carolina, apparently the only way to keep your job is just who you know. It's who you know. It's who your cousin is. It's who your, good old boy network at work. Well, the only people it's working for is them, because it sure as hell ain't working for the court system, and it sure as hell isn't working for the University of South Carolina. You want change, folks? There's a joint legislative committee meeting this week on these higher ed nominees, particularly the new nominees for the University of South Carolina. If you're a South Carolina grad, if you're a South Carolina donor, South Carolina student, parent, make your voice heard. You deserve better than these same clowns getting another 4 years in office.